good to go.
Alrighty then.
Time out though. You've almost killed him?
I've almost killed him, yeah, a few times.
Y'all
But
gonna
his
tell me when?
context, I think he thinks it's something crazy.
Yeah, this one time I was at his house and I had a sniper to his head. No.
Braka,
We're talking about hooping, bro. We're talking about basketball.
No, fouls, bro. Fouls.
Oh yeah, this nigga can't play basketball.
Yeah.
He plays football. I played basketball with him once.
Two hated
Have we
ass
ever
niggas.
played basketball together again?
Two hated ass
I'm not
niggas.
hating though. Well, this nigga
Two
is actually.
hated ass niggas.
This nigga took the
But look
whole
though,
my ball.
I'm gonna prove my point.
You don't play basketball.
Ish and Hamza, if I am on your team, are you delighted or are you angry?
No, I'm not
I'm
hating.
just happy because I don't have to deal
Oh,
with
you love it.
I love it. I'm not gonna lie.
If I'm
It's
on
'cause
your
he's
team,
like a PJ Tucker. Like you rather not
That
face him.
nigga's
You know what I'm
in
saying?
your face. Come here.
if I'm playing
slapping you sometimes.
if I'm playing against you, you hate it.
Yeah, I hate it.
But if I'm playing
Because
with you
it's not a
and
game
I'm
of
guarding
And
the
then,
other
and then
niggas,
you know what I don't understand? Mother Hanoun. Oh my God.
Bro.
You're going to tell him foul. He's going to look at you. No, well,
No,
I know.
I'm not good. I'm not good. I'm not good.
What do you mean by that, my boy?
I remember like a few times some of the guys, I don't care.
Mother Hanoun.
If I say no, it means no. This is the funniest. I would grab the ball and be like, no. And they'd be like, what do you mean no? I called the foul.
Bro, this guy wants
first
to
of all,
fight people on the court.
Why are you so hard headed when it comes to it though? It makes no sense.
Because here's why. And
Please
Ish knows.
explain this.
And Ish knows. And Ish knows. Basketball is a game of possessions. Yes or no?
Facts.
So if we have to get to 11, if we have to get to 15,
Every position matters.
every possession matters.
100%.
I refuse to lose a possession because that means one of two things. One, I'm not scoring.
Yeah.
Two, they have the ability to go back and score.
No, you.
Well, are you gonna get hold? Well, I don't fold. As long as you do not fold in the game of basketball, you're gonna win, bro. It's not skill. It's not talent.
Oh, do you see this?
Just don't fold.
I have one question. When you drive fast breaks, right? And you're going 100 miles per hour. Why do you have the urge to just slap it off the backboard like, bah, and it bounces off?
You know what it is, bro?
You don't want to slow down.
No, I
take a
can't.
layup.
I can't. Alhamdulillah,
only know one gear?
I've never torn any ligaments in my body. And the reason is I understand how physics works. If I'm running that fast and I try to stop, it's gonna go pop. So I'm like, fuck it, bro. I'm about to
Like-
just lay this shit.
You know you slow down as you approach, right? You just go, fuck.
Wallah, I don't. I just go, "Meow." If it goes in, it goes. Sometimes, wallah, I don't even see the
Man's got
rim
one gear.
or the backboard. It just,
The thing with him is the hard headedness. Like if he's down 4, he's not gonna come back with skill
At all.
It's straight up foul, foul.
Yeah.
Every why?
because it's a game of possessions.
No,
This
nigga.
game is
And I can't foul out. So I'd rather it's like when you're down 10 or when you're down 5 and you have fouls to give.
Yeah.
I have fouls to give.
There's
So you gonna beat
foul
niggas'
count,
asses?
though.
Exactly. I'm whooping your ass until I get the
I'm
ball.
about to win by force. By
And if I get the ball and somebody foul, give him a
Oh,
foul.
well, you think it's a lie though. He actually goes like this.
And I go foul.
I think people think we exaggerating. But yo, anyways, welcome back to Ghost Talk. It's your host Hamza the Truth.
It's your boy Muhammad Sharif.
Today we have a goat. You don't gotta introduce yourself. That's
We're gonna
that's
do
what
it
here
for you.
My bad. I'm
Come
gonna
on,
take
you
my
way
seat,
too
lay back, go
talented,
crazy.
too bright, too much of a goat to introduce yourself.
Alright,
That's
go
our
crazy,
job.
Go
Yeah.
crazy.
But nah, today we got, in my opinion, a fashion icon in the hood,
yeah.
a designer, a man of many talents, mashallah, underdog ish. I was waiting to say that. I was
Man, you feel me? Underdog-ish on the Goats Talk.
on the Ghost Talk, on the
Appreciate you for
Ghost
having me.
Talk.
Appreciate you for having me.
How you feeling, man?
Alhamdulillah, man. I'm feeling good. I'm on Ghost Talk. I'm feeling like a goat right now. Come on.
See, we pushing the brand. We pushing P and the brand at the same time.
Brand.
At the same time, two things at once. But now we were just, me and this guy went to college together. I'm not gonna age us because some people are out here investigating and stuff. But
Private eyes on the
private
low.
eyes. But we're not gonna talk about how old Hamza is.
Hey, bro. This nigga hates my
Yo,
age.
you know, you
Like,
can-
I'm finally 26. I finally accepted
Oh
it.
yeah, happy
I
birthday
turned
by the
26
way.
2 days ago.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I turned
You can call me
25.
all you want. Well, we straight.
25.
25 on the 18th.
Are you a favorite birthday too?
Yeah.
I'm here with the two senior citizens.
We're here with a toddler. You
We're
know what
with
I'm saying?
the
We putting him on
adolescent
with
right
game.
now.
with a child.
We putting him on with game.
But yeah, we were just kind of catching up on our college days. It feels good. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. College went by so fast. It's ridiculous. Was that the same experience for you guys?
Yeah, well, I don't remember college that much.
It went by.
I just remember the memories, like good memories, but it went by fast.
Yeah.
I think it's COVID. Cause when COVID,
I was right before COVID.
I had
COVID
one
would
full
suck.
year of college, and then COVID hit.
Yeah.
And then I had 2 full years of COVID, and then I come back. I'm a senior. People on campus
College is
asking
different.
me, people on campus, do you know where this building is? Because we in the same boat. I don't know where nothing is,
remember
man.
nothing.
How long you been here? Yeah, I'm a senior. I'm out this spring.
I did not know where this is.
You don't know where the science building is? Man, look for the big building with a bunch of glass. That's all I can say, man.
I don't even remember the names of the buildings. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hackford, that's all I remember. The newest one.
That's probably the best looking building at that school.
COVID though, how was COVID like going to school? And you graduated right before
Right,
COVID,
yeah,
right?
2020, right before.
So did it affect any of your businesses? Like you went into a lot
I
of
started
things.
learning about it right then because I had a lot of free time and I was doing an internship. So like right when I get off, I'll just learn. So it really helped me lock in more. It helped me lock in more and learn the business side of it and then put the fashion into it and then really start it.
Damn, I feel like COVID was either a blessing in disguise for a lot of people or it just fucked a lot of people's
Yeah.
lives up. Wallah.
100%. I think a lot of people took COVID as a chance to like get stuff done and to do stuff and to pursue you getting that stimulus check. You feel what I'm saying?
Let me help you
hell
find a
yeah.
new hobby.
How did you feel, Hamza, when you got your first stimulus check?
I didn't get one.
This nigga is either.
Well, let's not talk about why though.
Oh, yeah, I was like,
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
That's why.
Alhamdulillah.
How'd you feel? Me and him are the opposite. Nigga, I was so poor, I tried to send that shit back. I said, yo, this is not my money.
Before we come to me, tell that story.
Bro, I'm sitting in my dorm, bro, and I'm working. Like, even when COVID hit, I was still working. So I hear stuff about like a stimulus check, whatever, you know? I don't know what does that mean? Stimulus check, you know? So when I don't understand stuff, I just zone it out.
Yeah.
I don't like to feel dumb, so I just pushed it to the side. 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, I think maybe even a month later, I get a check in the mail. I see IRS, you know, or something like that, and I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, what the fuck? I hate getting mail, bro. It's just nerve wracking. You ever get the mail? It says Wells Fargo.
You kind of thing.
You say Wells Fargo, you're like, damn, what the fuck did I do? I fucked up. And you open it, it's your statements and stuff. But I opened it, and it was a check. And it said some stimulus 1,400. I said, not today. I put it back in.
Say
Not
that
for
the
me,
kid
huh?
me.
Wallahi, week and a half mataban. I'm telling all the niggas, I'm like, yo, fam, y'all get a check for 1,400, bro? Did y'all get a check? Everybody said, yeah, I got a check. What is this check, bro? I don't trust it, bro. They're like, bro, it's your stimulus check. Use it, bro. What is it for? Why, fam, why?
He's like, do I have to pay this back? Is there interest?
That's what I thought. I thought, yo, qaado hadda hadhooti. COVID markuu dhamaado.
When everything is
When
good.
COVID finishes, you don't have to pay that. I said, I don't have 1,400, man. I'm not taking this money. Well, I had to touch it. Week and a half. And then life was tough. I said, forget it, bro. I cashed that. I was chilling. Mid kala soo dhacay. Was chilling. But, well, yeah, you can kind of use that money, in all honesty, if you're not like paying bills and stuff, to utilize it in a smart way. I've seen
You use
niggas.
it to start your business.
Yeah, I used a stimulus check to start my business. As soon as I got it, I was already thinking of it at that time, you feel me? So then as soon as I saw it drop, everyone was talking about it. I was like, I don't know exactly what I'm about to use it for. So I used it on the brand.
So was COVID a time where this was brewing, or was it something that you've already been interested in terms of just fashion, clothing, this whole kind of thing that you're in right now?
So I always liked fashion, but at first I never thought of trying to do fashion or be something in fashion. You feel me? What I was doing at first was drop shipping. So it's
Yeah.
like selling products, having inventory, or selling products online.
Yeah.
And so basically I was doing that for a bit. And then I kept thinking like, I'm tired of selling a new product every couple months, you know? So I was like, I need to find something like a brand. I was thinking of a whole bunch of stuff, and I was like, why not? I always like buying clothes, shoes, all that stuff. So I was like, I might as well put 2 and 2 together. I'm doing the products selling online. I might as well take the fashion, take the clothes, and then just put it together and just, boom, start Underdog. Took some time that whole summer, really, after graduation. And then I got everything together, lined up a whole business plan, and did what I thought I could do. Because I really started, I didn't know everything. I didn't know anything, to be honest.
Yeah.
I just knew how to sell stuff online. And then, boom, I did that, dived in, and never looked back.
Amazing. What are some things I know from someone who's like I don't have my own brand necessarily, but you've seen I've done some collaborations with We Art and a couple other people as well to kind of design clothing and sell clothing. What are some things that you learned right away? What are some things that you learned through the process? Because even like for me, I had to learn like how to like do soft drops, how to understand like your audience and be like, okay, they like this, but they don't like that, stuff like that. So what are some things that you learned like through that process?
There's a few things that I learned when I first started. So basically, I learned one thing I learned was colors has to do with a lot of things because colors touch emotion.
And then one second before you get into it, if you can move the mic right in front of you.
Yeah.
So you're like this. So if you want, you could pull it like this.
Yeah. All right, but I got you.
You go.
So what I learned was colors. Colors was a big thing. I always just thought when people make color schemes, it was just like something they liked and just do it together. But like each color has an emotion that is attached to, and whatever you're shooting for is the color that you would want to choose. So like fall time, you wouldn't want to go with summer colors because you're seeing the olives, you're seeing the maroons, you're seeing all that stuff that gives you the fall touch.
Yeah.
Or like say you're feeling sad, you're not gonna be wearing bright orange. You feel me? You're gonna be wearing some beige, some calm stuff like that.
Some black.
Yeah, and then another major thing I learned was consistency. To be honest, because there would be some times where you're like, I'm not feeling too good, or like I don't want to do this or I don't want to do that, and like, do you really want your brand to be up? So you have to be consistent at doing the same thing every single day, and then really not getting bored of it because it's something that you want to do. If you're getting bored of it, to be honest, it must not be something that you want to do.
Yeah,
you know,
you must not really be passionate.
Yeah.
About it,
So stay consistent. And also, like you said, I learned soft drops. So like basically everything I learned. So like I didn't know that you'd have to like when you're doing a drop that you plan out to market, not marketing sense, but like amp it up kind of thing, you know, like on your socials or like whatever you got to say, oh, I'm about to have a drop, and every single day till that drop, post something about it so people could see and they know like, oh yeah, this is dropping on Friday. Underdog is dropping on Friday.
Yeah.
You know, instead of being like, oh, I knew something was dropping on Friday.
What was it? Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you're not gonna forget it because you're gonna see me every day, bro.
Yeah.
People be like, yo, you don't get off my FYP page. You feel me? You don't get off my IG feed, like, cause I want you to see it. You got to copy, you know.
Exactly.
Like, there's
And
stuff like that.
what made you start the brand? Was there like an idea? Or was there like what was the reason?
The reason to starting the brand?
Yeah.
So fashion, to be honest, was a thing that was like passed on from my mom, because like since I was a baby, obviously she was always dressing me, but I always had like the Nike, you feel me? I had a retro. I had this because I was, to be honest, the only child, so I had all that. She had all that time and attention to spend on me. So it like came up from that upbringing on fashion. So when I told you I was doing the products online, once I got to that point, it was another thing that clicked, like, oh, I've always had like a key in the sense of fashion, and I always like matching. You feel me? At a point, I'm not gonna lie.
Were those products that you made, or were they just like random?
No, so it'd be
like
products that I'll find it, like you know those products you see on IG.
Yep.
And like say like it's a toothbrush holder or something like that. It'd just be like
straight dropshipping.
Yeah, straight dropshipping. So it's like from Alibaba, AliExpress, or something like that. You know. And then you find a manufacturer kind of thing. You start from there and just find your set manufacturer that brands everything for you and all that stuff.
And then you transitioned into how did you get to the point of saying, yo, I want to make my own like actual brand?
Oh, because what I was saying was because I didn't have that idea at first, but what helped me come up with that idea was I'd have a product selling from January to February, and then March it completely dies down. My source of income completely dies down. People lost the interest of the trend, you know?
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, now I have to find another product. And I got tired. Like I was doing it for like 6-7 months, and I got tired of like every 2 months, every 1 month switching. And then I had to do a research to find a new product, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
And then I just put my liking of fashion as the product. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just literally switched it out. And TikTok helped me do that, and everything was good.
Yeah. So before we get too deep into your brand, because Underdog does definitely have a sort of aesthetic that we were talking about earlier, and a vibe that comes along with it, and a message that comes along with it.
Yeah.
But for most people, even people that like you look up to, designers, it's either a self-identified like Louis Vuitton or Virgil. They name their brand after their name or whatever it
Yeah.
is. But for some people, they name it after an identity that they want people to attach with their clothing and wearing their clothing. So before we get into that, because I know that's going to be a really cool, deep conversation. You talked briefly about your upbringing, right?
Yeah.
And how your mother's clothing, well, not your mother's clothing, but her clothing you and her buying you clothes kind of helped you formulate this identity in fashion, right?
Yeah.
What was your upbringing like? Where did you grow up? Talk to us about that.
Well, West Philadelphia, born and raised. Nah, I was born Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
But my family moved when I was around 1.5, 2 years old, because of the whole at that time down south, white people, this, that, and the third. They didn't like it, so they heard them. Minnesota was popping really, so they came to Minnesota. We moved to North Minneapolis, stayed there ever since. To be honest, upbringing, it was an only child, so it was a lot of attention on me, you know. So,
Yeah.
He said
that's about it.
That's about it. Upbringing.
You just kicked it. It was just
Yeah.
you. What was it like
What high
being?
school did you go to?
Oh yeah, what high school did you
Oh,
go to?
I got you. So I went to Columbia Heights. So I transferred to a lot of schools, to be honest. So
Yeah.
once I started going to international, as every other Somali person went to.
Yeah.
And then I transferred out because my dad moved to Kansas City, Missouri. So I went to PWI all around, and I was literally the only black person, bro. Hard to make friends because
Yeah.
everyone's so young. They're following their parents' teachings, you know. I'm
Yeah.
trying to make friends. I don't look the same.
PWI, for those who don't know, is pretty white institutions.
Yeah. So, and then I came back, went to a school called Benadir for 7th grade, then went to Columbia Heights, went to CMS Columbia Heights Middle School, went to Columbia Heights High School, and then for college, I went to Anoka Ramsey to play basketball, go there. Then I transferred to Augsburg. Plan was to play basketball, but I just didn't want to play basketball no more, to be honest. And then,
Did you playing basketball influence some of your fashion and some of your designs? Because I know you have some athletic wear.
yeah, some shorts and stuff. To be honest, sports is like the whole reason of Underdog, because I'm tall now, but I always wasn't tall. I started getting tall like junior year of high school, so I was always short. And so when I played basketball, it was always like everyone was taller, stronger, faster. And I really, like, to make a team, I really had to try my hardest, really dying after every tryout and everything. So I really I always seen myself as the underdog, and then it just continued at different aspects of life. Like I could see it in going to school, going to work. Some person might know a little bit more than you, and you feel like the underdog because they think, oh, they know everything. And I feel like it relies on every aspect of life. So that's where the initial underdog came from.
I love that. And for definitely a lot of East Africans and a lot of people with immigrant backgrounds, they can definitely relate to that. Just feeling like a underdog all the time and kind of having a chip on your shoulder and feeling like, you know what, I gotta work twice as hard, if not more, than the person next to me. So yeah, that's dope. I love that. So let's talk about inspirations, because even the piece you got on right now is fire.
Yeah.
I like some of your earlier work as well. I've always been obviously a fan of your brand and try to support as much as I can. The hats, the trucker hats are fire. The shorts.
Appreciate it.
So what are your inspos? What gives you inspiration? Both like in the outside world, just like the shit you see around all the time, and more specifically like designers and brands, other brands as well.
Yeah. So there's this so everyone kind of says it, but like Virgil really pushed away into fashion, and he came to the game like head first. No one really knew who he was and then boom, it was Virgil.
Yeah.
You know, so like when I first started fashion, my thing was I like fashion, but I really don't know like fashion itself. I always thought it was drip, you know? You feel me? You know? So I had to look into it, and then everything I looked up was Virgil. So I'm like, if this guy's name keeps popping up, he must be some. So I just started looking into him. I've seen how he got into Louis Vuitton, doing his own customs, and just getting everything done. So like that was my main inspiration after I started looking into fashion really. And then to be honest, I'm just like looking on social media, I see how like different areas of America has their own kind of style. So I was like, damn, this is pretty dope. And like I'd be like, okay, I'm in Minnesota. West Coast has this baggy aesthetic to it. And then New York has the little tight pants, but then bigger tops.
They have like high fashion, streetwear kind of
like,
mix.
They're right there on it. So I was like, I need to find a way, because I like all of the styles, and I was trying to put it into a way of, okay, I'm gonna get some of this, some of that, and then put it into my own unique way instead of just copying and pasting, you know, and then just go. So I always like this sweater that you brought up. I'd be on TikTok. I see people take the hoods off, put some silk in it, and then for their hair to protect the style kind of hood. And I was like, how can I cut some part and attach it? And so I literally was just scrolling through TikTok and IG feeds and just seeing stuff like that. So I just like, you know what? I'm gonna buy a sewing machine. I'm gonna try it out too, because I'm already doing it. I might as well really get my hands dirty, you know?
Yeah.
So that's the whole idea based off of the sweater and the style kind of thing.
The name. How did you come up with the name?
The name, I told you about the best. I always thought of myself as underdog, and that's where I pasted it.
I'm over here like trying to figure out a deeper thing. This dude told you earlier that I'm a little slow, right?
Yeah, he definitely did.
I'm over here like,
no, it was more.
Vouch for that.
It wasn't. He kind of did it on his own.
Yeah, like
see, that's that Augsburg education.
You feel me?
We don't even gotta ask the question.
Education, you feel me?
That's a black educated man right there.
Black excellence.
What did you go to school for?
Management information systems.
And then are you planning on doing that as a career, or you're just like, yo?
So I did an internship while I was going my last year into the summer. So I was at Summit Academy. I was basically doing all their software, hardware, IT kind of things. And I was doing it until like I really started like liking what my brand was doing. So then I just said, I'm gonna pause that. I always can go back and get a job, you know, because I got my degree. So I just paused that. I told myself, my mom wasn't happy about that, to be honest. She's like, what do you? But I told her, give me 2 years. If you don't see the same amount of income I was making with my job with this, then I'm full on. You feel me? Tie suit. I'm in the lab.
Was it success right off the bat too, or
so
did you have to deal with some hardships?
No, because I started and like I thought, you know, people know me. I'm gonna, you know, make money, right?
Yeah.
But then it was tough because like people, I feel like will buy it if they see other people wearing it, you know?
Yeah.
So it took some time to get some some customers to get the clothes and have people start seeing it. And then it was really like, I feel like for like 5 months straight, I felt like I wasn't working on anything.
Like
and then like
slowly. Your first official drop.
My first official drop was 2020 November 9th.
It's been that long?
Yeah.
Mashallah, you've been in the game for a minute.
Me? A year and a couple months.
How did that drop go though? Like your expectations for how it really went.
What was it?
Was
it the jumpsuit?
No, it was just T-shirts. It was some shirts. It was the dog logo right here with the words on the back.
Oh yeah. I copped
some of
those. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, bro. Everything went wrong. Bro, I'm saying to production, like they said they were gonna get it in at this time, so I told everybody it's dropping this date. And like I'm thinking, okay, so I wake up like a week or no, like 4 days before the drop, and I'm like, okay, so I message him like, how's everything looking? Can I get some pictures, some videos, you know? And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I feel like they just didn't work on it, but they were like, oh, the machine stopped working, so it's gonna be a week delay. I'm like, no way, bro, because I thought it was gonna come in a week before or the 4 days before the drop, so I could take pictures, you know, and then put it on the website instead of just taking the mock-ups, just a picture of the T-shirt. And so that delayed, and then like something started happening on my website where like the shipping got messed up, and then just little tedious things that messed up, and then so I pushed that whole date a week back. I was like, I'm sorry, technical difficulties to everyone, and like some people were like, damn, bro, I was ready, I was waiting, you amped it. I'm like, yeah, bro, it's still coming, amp it some more, you know?
Yeah. So like, did you rent a space out and everything as well, or was it just
for the drop? No, so I was doing online drop only. Okay. So I didn't do pop-ups till like the following year. You know, that beginning of June when I had at the growth conference, I had my first pop-up. Yeah. So that's when I had like started doing it in spaces and things. But for that first drop,
everything went wrong. A week later,
everything
that drop finally went. How did it go? How did you?
I sold like 12 shirts.
You know? How much were you expecting to sell? Like, being honest too.
To be honest, I bought like 50 shirts. I thought I was gonna sell 50 shirts. You know, so I bought 50 shirts, and then I just think that it was just rushed, you know, because I was
Yeah.
like, I got everything. I'm gonna just boom. I'm gonna throw my logo on it, put on a quote I thought of in the back, and I hopefully all goes well. And like all didn't go well. So what I thought about was why didn't it do that? Like why didn't I get the turnaround that I wanted? You know. So I was like maybe like because I always put a poll up of it when I make a design. I always put a poll up and I tell everybody how do you guys feel about this? Like for rough draft, give me some opinions on it. And so I feel like I should have done that for the first drop. I feel like I should have got input from my customers kind of thing and just take my time on and do more detailing instead of just making it look like it was stuff slapped on a t-shirt and try to sell it. Put meaning behind it kind of thing, everything.
I love the honesty. Like
Yeah.
I feel like that shit people really want to listen to.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
Nobody wants that success story. That's just like
Nah,
yeah,
that's-
Yeah, bro. First drop,
I'm a winner.
100K. What, bro? You lying?
He's lying. There's no possible way
You know?
that can happen.
Unless you're famous already, then you could do it.
Even them niggas be struggling. I feel like in a way, like that's something everybody does though. Like when they come up, they start doing the merch,
Yeah, yeah.
and then they're like, some people that should not be doing merch that just be doing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm being honest. Some people who are like have no
yeah.
artistic inclination, no
They're just throwing
fashion.
their face on a shirt.
that's it.
Buy the
Expecting
merch.
it to
Drops.
Boom.
Drops next week. I'm like, this shit is garbage. Shit stinks.
You got anybody? Like I feel like this is like a personal.
This is like a
wallahi,
personal
you got-
attack,
yeah,
right?
I feel like you got
No,
a
it's
people.
not anybody specific, bro. I feel like, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. Wallahi, this is the story that I have. So, first of all, in the Somali community, just
Yeah.
the Somali, this guy's brand is a staple in the Somali community. That's a fact. But also, just being Somali within Minneapolis, I feel like we have some of the most fire brands.
Bro, a lot of creatives, bro.
Compared to like, so this is what I mean. During the riots, there was this guy, and I'm not gonna say I
I
actually
told
don't.
you he had names.
No. This is different. There's this guy, and I think Ish knows about this. And all he did was he would take pictures that were circulating through the riots, like just like somebody, like the picture of me that I was doing whatever,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And he would just slap it on a t-shirt, like not even. He would just press it. You can tell he
Yeah,
pressed
yeah.
it, and he would sell that.
But
That
Yasin
was
just
his
trying to
brand.
get his bag though.
I'm
Bro.
talking about like this guy was making bread.
Bro, he was in his bag. He found the market. Everyone
Why
wanted
is
it, bro.
he was making his money?
Cause his
But
ass
they wear that
boost.
same shirt, go riot.
Is it not
They
boost?
go crazy.
You said what? You gonna wear that same
I said
shirt?
that same shirt, and they're gonna go
That
riot.
nigga had his market down.
Bro, I know you die, fam. What do you mean marking down?
How much he text you?
No, he used my
used his
picture. I knew this on
Oh,
Me,
yeah.
a couple of the
Is
other
that why you
homies,
started
a
selling that
couple of the other homies.
Wait, is that why
um,
you started selling that shirt eventually? 'Cause
No.
I bought that shirt from you.
No, I did
The
that
Av-
before.
the Av one?
The Av
No,
one. I
the
did that
Av one?
before. I did that before.
Oh, okay.
But after a while, I did that, and then whatever, that one sold out. It was decent, whatever.
Yeah, mashallah.
And then somebody's like, "Yeah, bro, I seen a shirt that kind of looks like that." I'm like, "What are you talking about, bro?" And he sends it to me, and it's I knew mesh tagging.
Not clip art.
Copy and paste. What? It's good, fam. I
How
was
do you
like,
feel about another man making money off your face?
"Wallahi, shitty." I was like, I
Got a
should have.
bag.
Not mad. I felt shitty. I was like, "Damn, I should have done this."
You did, though.
I'm
You
putting
did.
way too much
You
work.
did do it.
Nah, he did it though. I was trying to be humble, I put a little cartoon figure. Bro just did copy and paste.
He took your original photo and put it on the shirt.
Nothing, no framing, just
But yo, wait.
Somali man.
But speaking of the Somali community too, I feel like a lot of us just expect our brands and whatever ideas we have to get picked up by every Somali person.
Yeah,
How
bro.
did you expect like just your stuff to go fire within the community?
Yeah, to be honest, at first I did expect that, but then I also realized later on, like, it's people like what they like. You can't force something that they don't like on them, Like,
Do you-
Nike has a lot of selections, but I won't go in there and get every single thing, because I don't like some things. So that's what I put in my head, and then once I started doing that, I just stopped caring about the people that didn't, and I just started caring about the people that did take it, that did buy it.
How do you feel about branding and growing outside of the Somali community? So is that something you're working on?
Yeah,
Is that something you worked on?
that's something I'm working on. I'm talking to other creatives, trying to get into
who's
do
that
like pop-ups.
who's that NFL player?
Oh, Kellermond, yeah, bro.
How did that happen?
Funny thing. Okay, so this is how it happened. So there's a big guy that came to the store, face mask though. you know, like ski mask kind of thing. And he had the top off, but I seen dreads, but I didn't see the bottom half.
So hoga.
You know, so I'm thinking like, you know, you feel me? You know, or something like that. No, so he came in, he was looking at my section like very invested. I'm like, okay, I'm out here biting his ear off, eating, you know, going in, and he's like, oh yeah, bro, I like this. Do you guys have like extra larges? He got like a jacket, he got a sweater, or in a jumpsuit, and then so he got it, boom, kalas, you feel me? And then once I went to, this was like 3 weeks before I found out he bought it, you know? Then I went to New York in New Year's, and my homie hit me up, and he was like, yo, a Vikings player posted your stuff. I'm like, no way, bro.
There's no
you
chance.
lying.
Yeah. He didn't tell you that he was a Vikings player when he bought it either.
No, so what happened was he came to the store, bought some stuff, but what he was wearing was a ski mask, but the top part was off, and I seen dreads. But I didn't see his face.
Bro was
really.
probably
He
big
didn't
as
even
hell,
say
huh?
nothing.
You
That's
know,
why.
and I just like found out about him, so I really can't distinctively choose like this is him, you know.
Yeah.
So 3 weeks, fast forward 3 weeks, and I go to New York with my homies for New Year's, and my homie hits me up. He's like, "Yo, Killaman posted your stuff," kind of thing, and I'm like, "Nah, bro, you lying. I'd have seen the notification, you know."
Yeah.
But some reason I didn't see the Underdog notification, bro. And I go to the Underdog notification, I see him wearing it. I'm like, no way.
Yeah.
Because this is like, I didn't pay for this. I
Nothing,
didn't
it
do
was
anything. He
just
just genuinely
love.
liked my clothes, and he wore it, posted it. And then there's like different pages that resemble a page that called League Fits.
Yeah.
And so one of those pages posted him,
Yeah.
and then like another football player hit me up from it that's going to the NFL. And just we talked, he wanted some merch, and like the crazy thing, like the trickle effect of one person does this, the next person sees it, and like the thing is, the second football player hit me up with, "Oh, bro, I like your brand." It's not just, can I guess, like he said, "Oh, like Underdog," he sees himself as that kind of, you feel me? And I'm like, damn, this is dope, bro. 'Cause that's what's up, you know. And it just went on like that.
Yeah.
And, you know, hopefully more things to come, inshallah.
You know, in all honesty, with I think something, because it's all a learning curve, right? And this takes us back to Hamza's original question of like, should your people specifically just straight up just always fuck with your shit simply because you're Somali, or should they like it because you're doing a damn good job, right? And I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel like I had that same experience with the podcast, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I bet Hamza's that nigga, I'm that nigga. Anybody we about to have on is that nigga. We about to do this podcast. And we about to do this podcast. This shit for the pop, right?
Yeah.
Nah. Right? and so then you go, okay.
Y'all feel it.
But no, we know what it is. And we got to be honest, right? You just got to be real with yourself and real with whatever you're doing. There's a level of entitlement to making art. And there's a level of like, because like even before, because I know the development of your brand, and I know you personally.
Yeah.
So even before your brand popped off, you was making fire shit.
Yeah.
Right? So as an artist, sometimes you go, okay, I feel entitled to this attention. I feel, what the
Look
heck?
at me.
Yeah, I should be getting what
Yeah.
I'm getting.
Yeah.
Right? Because look at my shit. It's
Literally.
fire.
At the
Right?
time, sahib, feel it. You feel me?
Exactly, but honestly,
Nah,
in all honesty,
yeah.
it doesn't really work like that. It's more of like, yo, do what you gotta do, work your ass off, have fun while you're doing it, and
100%.
And people are gonna connect when they connect, and people are gonna fuck with it when they fuck with it. But if I can give anybody that's trying to start a brand,
Yeah.
or even a podcast or anything like that, advice is like, don't feel entitled when
Yeah.
you're starting it, because that's gonna mess you up. You're gonna give up after the first week, because I promise you, you're not gonna hit 1 million views. You're not gonna hit, you might not even hit 100 views, but
At all to time, bro.
that
Consistency.
exactly. That consistency is important.
Yeah.
So speaking of consistency, something that that differentiates you, in all honesty, from a lot of other brands, not even Somali brands, but just a lot of other brands, is
Yeah.
your consistency on social media and branding your brand, right? And,
Yeah.
and making sure that people see your brand, making
Yeah.
sure that people are attached to your brand. You make TikToks, you make videos, you answer questions, you go on live, you do like tutorials. It's a
Yeah.
bunch of like fire content, like you said previously as well. People tell you like, you stay on my For You page, like I see you all the time. Like, is this done intentionally? What's the purpose behind that, and why do you do it, to be honest?
So I feel like the more people see you and more people listen to what you got to say, is they build a kind of trust kind of thing with your brand, because they're always seeing you. And if you're not if you're actually giving something in your videos and not just like BSing, you know, and people will be attached to that. So what I think is more content I put out, more information I give, more they see the process of me making my stuff, you know, tutorials, all that stuff. They're gonna build a connection with me, and like I'm gonna build a good audience and customer base, and they'll feel like, oh, this is him and the brand. He's the brand. It's not just I don't know who behind the brand. Wary of if I want somebody to buy it, you know, like they're like, oh, okay, Smile, Underdog. I know the story. It makes sense. The clothes is fire. Why not buy? You know, and then it'll give them the sense of, oh, they want to put it on social media as well too now.
It's a sense of ownership, and a sense of endearment, a sense of like being a part of the brand and being a part of that process, that underdog mentality. I love that.
Back to the entitlement thing too. I feel like since you've got a lot of friends, I've got a few friends, right?
I don't have a lot of people don't like me.
But to the point of just like, let's just say we all know 100 people at least in our room, right?
Yeah.
And we expect those 100 will share, right? And once those 100 share, another 100 will share, and it'll go like that. But I feel like a lot of people are scared to reshare multiple times. Like if I show love once to somebody's post and they post again tomorrow, wallahi, bro, I'm gonna look like I'm dick riding you all day. You know what I mean? and
have you dealt with that,
bro? Be honest too.
Like like I guess like somebody will post one time and then like mardam, they're not posting nothing again.
Hold on. I got a better one. I got a better one for you. I know you've dealt with this.
Go ahead.
People that post your stuff all the time, show love, but they never buy it. They never buy the merch.
100%.
Yo, how does that go? How do you feel about that though?
To be honest, at first I was like, damn, bro, y'all really my homies? No, but then it's a sense of like support at the end of the day, you know? So like if they didn't buy it, at least they posted it so more eyes can see it, so I can get more leads for a sale, you know? So at the end of the day, as of now, I feel like support is support. It doesn't matter no more. I do be going on TikTok sometimes just trolling and stuff, but it's just like a troll, you know? I don't really mean it.
What's success for you though?
What's success?
Success.
When I can sit back in my living room and I don't gotta worry about my family no more. And everything is straight, and I know that like the path I'm taking is smooth. That's success.
And that's regarding this brand?
And that has to do with,
And is it regarding the brand? So you want the brand to be big enough to take care of you financially and everything? Okay.
100%.
Yes.
What about happiness though? I feel like happiness is different than success.
For the brand.
Just happiness in general. Like what is, because I was having this conversation with a friend of mine. Like how do you like conceptualize happiness, and then what is happiness for you? Like, because it's hard to do. You can't just go like, yeah, if I have X amount of things, I'm happy, I'm good. Because you're a human being. At the end of the day, like you're not gonna be happy like 24/7 all the time, no matter what. You know what I mean? But like, what do you believe is gonna get you to that place where you're content and you're like, you know what, I'm straight. I don't have to. Is it only solely the brand, or is there other things in life as well? This is just beyond the brand, to be honest.
And I can answer the question if it'll help you.
Yeah.
Like I'm into IT infrastructure, right? My idea of happiness is for my mom to never worry about a dime, right? But my other side of happiness, I love to travel. So I always tell everyone this: if I can have a caramel macchiato and a MacBook and a beach, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Right? Regardless of what. If I'm working remote the rest of my life. At 38, I could travel wherever I want. I could look at a YouTube video and like, damn, I want to go there. And I can. You know what I mean? I could just buy a ticket and bounce. That's my idea of happiness. What would yours be?
That's smooth. That's a good one, because once you said it, I was like, dang, that sounds like happiness, bro. Sounds like happiness.
Caramel macchiato on the beach, caramel macchiato on the beach. When he said that, I said,
I'm like, dang, how am I gonna top that, babe? Man, all right. I'd say, to be honest, happiness for me, just like you said in the beginning, is make sure my mom is right. She don't got to worry about anything. And at the end of the day, happiness, I feel like when I play basketball, right, is like when I'm at like full sound. I'm not stressing, nothing like that. You feel me? So giving back is also a thing for me. So what I'd say is when I'm fully happy is like having to tie down with me changing people. Like how do I say this without ranting?
No, we want you to rant. You good for it.
Go ahead.
So basically, it's
they
like
clicked on this video to hear you rant.
I got you. So basically, happiness is the way you feel on the beach with just chilling is like how I feel playing basketball, to be honest. Even though I'm sweating, tired, all that stuff, you know, is how I feel basketball because it lets me ease my mind. So what I want to do is somehow give back in that sense, though, where like I live in North Minneapolis, yeah. So when I used to go and hoop like by the court by my house, it would be like North Minneapolis still. So I was like wary of getting to the court kind of thing, you know. So like happiness would be like kids don't got to worry about trying to trip about going to like getting to the next fight or like something's gonna happen to them. So that's my happiness, giving back, and also giving back in the sense of basketball. It would be the main thing because that's how I can attach like tie in with helping back.
That's beautiful. So just honestly,
you need to hit the Timberwolves and get a
giving-
deal done with the
Sign
Timberwolves.
me.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Sign me, my boy.
Northside Timberwolves.
Let's do it right now.
Where's Muna at?
Let's do it right now. No, let's do it right now. Timberwolves.
Well, I look at the
this
camera
is my
right
guy Ish. There he goes right there.
Y'all based in Minneapolis. Come on now.
He's a Minneapolis-based brand. His brand is fire as shit. I know your brand or your logo is the Wolves.
And we
but
know y'all
I know the Timberwolves some underdogs.
and they need marketing.
Anthony Edwards, I know you an underdog.
Damn, Anthony. Ooh, I'm not gonna lie to you.
who
That
else?
feels like your fist.
And
Cat,
on board,
I
I'm
know
in
you
there.
an underdog.
I know Anthony Edwards should have went.
So
Come on.
come fuck with the boys' brand. We gonna clip this.
How Paul, my boy.
We gonna clip this. Everybody tag the Timberwolves, tag Anthony Edwards, tag Cat underneath this post. We gonna make it happen. That's the goal.
But I'm not gonna
Let's
lie to you.
do
I
it.
feel like Minneapolis is that city that is just so close to blowing. There's so much talent here.
Bro.
There's so in every aspect. Our artists,
Inshallah.
clothing brands, athletes. Come on.
Slowly, bro. Every year it's just progressing, bro.
I hope
You
there's
just
not a mass exodus of Somali people though. I hope we just stay here
You
and
feel like that's gonna happen?
Yeah, I'm not gonna
'cause,
lie to you though.
That happens. That's a thing. That's really a thing.
Yeah.
So when a community or a group of people come into a certain place and then but they come there as immigrants or they come there because of some sort of problem or they immigrate there. When they come up, they move to more affluent areas. They move to like more. You know what I'm saying? Like you make more money. You're gonna move to California. You're gonna move to Seattle. You're gonna move to these bigger cities.
Yeah,
And that I think Minneapolis for Somali people is what makes it Minneapolis. What makes it is that just large density of not only Somali people but just people of color.
Yeah.
But I feel like we're
Minorities.
so ingrained, and our people, I'm not gonna lie to you, are successful in so many avenues and areas here, where regardless of where they go, the base will always be here. Like if people just came up and had professions like just being a doctor, right?
Yeah.
And they could relocate, that's different. But the amount of tax dollars and businesses that are ran here through Somali people,
It's crazy.
I feel like Minneapolis
Mashallah.
will never ever get rid of Somalis, even
At
for
all.
our footprint.
Mashallah.
all.
Keep it up, guys, and know your worth. Somali people, do not let this government finesse y'all. Know your worth. Talk
Damn.
your shit.
Well, I talk y'all shit.
'Cause
Pay
y'all-
our taxes.
Y'all doing a lot.
Talk
for
your
Minneapolis.
taxes.
Pay our
Don't get
taxes.
hit.
But talk y'all shit. Well,
Allah.
Don't send back your stimulus check like me.
Don't give away the bread. You get it. Don't do that.
So, but we're doing so much different avenues. Ish is doing so much different avenues. What's next for you, Ish? What's next? Because I have some ideas. I have some ideas for you. If I can spit some to you real quick. If I can give you a quick 16.
go do your pitch.
Go ahead,
What's
spit
the word with the shoes, man?
Dude, you literally
Damn.
took it out my
I've
mouth.
we
never-
need the
yo,
shoes.
wait,
You
time
literally
out.
took it out my mouth.
I've never thought of shoes.
We need the shoes.
Yeah, bro, you took it out my mouth because if you didn't say nothing, that's what I was about to
You
say.
gonna say
feel me?
shoes?
That's what I was about to say.
on, man.
No, but I'm thinking of concept designs right now. But I'm thinking of dropping the shoe either, don't mark me, but either end of this summer kind of vibe or just start of the next summer.
Technical
kind of thing.
difficulties if it doesn't. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? So that's
Yeah.
why I said don't take my word for it. Don't hold me to it.
So also a few things. I want to make sure that we cover this before we wrap up, inshallah.
Yeah.
You referenced this a few times. The store that you're referencing, where is it? Are you still there
Yeah, I'm there till April 1st.
till April?
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite a while. Okay.
Yeah.
So till April 1st, tell people about that and where it's at and how you got there and all of that.
Got you. So I'm in a spot called Community Commons, which started in pre-COVID, or like right when COVID hit, but right before it really hit, and small business started taking hits. And then so what they basically do is they take selective small businesses for a 6-month lease. And what they do is they house them. They tell them, yo, this is rent. You pay this. You can just have your storefront here. And after that, they take you and they give you options, as in like you get to have your own storefront, and we'll let you know how much this is. Or what you can do is stay in the same community common space till you're ready for a storefront, or you're ready to just part ways. So basically, where Community Commons is in the Mall of America, 2nd floor, right next to Macy's. And you walk in, right when you take the right, you're going to see UD right in the front door.
You're good. Yeah, you can look at the camera. It's still on. Technical difficulties.
Hello, people of the American people of the America. Can I just say? So the Mall of America, if you're a Somali kid, has always been like just a cool spot. You know, the spot. It's the biggest mall in America. Like anywhere you travel, anywhere. Like another thing, this guy knows we give flowers where it's due on Goat's Talk, and kudos to you, bro. Big flowers to you, because I always remember walking around Mall America, like I ain't see no Somali people with a store there. Maybe there was, you know, to shout out to them.
But not to our knowledge.
But I didn't see anybody like selling dope stuff that I would be interested in at the store. Like now, kids can walk around and they see Ish look just like him, maybe a little bit taller. But look just like him, and they can be like, yo, like, oh, Somali guy, mashallah, he got the clothes, he got the nice apparel, that's dope, that's fire. So flowers to you, and hopefully, inshallah, you get your own storefront, and maybe even shit the ceiling. What did Jordan say? Michael Jordan, you know that reference? Michael Jordan said, "The sky's the ceiling."
The sky's the limit.
No, he was trying to say the sky's the limit.
Oh, but he said the sky is the ceiling.
He said the ceiling's the sky.
Oh, like, I don't think I've seen that one.
It was at UNC. I know too many references from that.
And then we do this with every single guest at the end, where it's like, yo, inshallah, damn, we're coming to the year end with Demo too. So it's after a year, where do you see yourself within the year? Because inshallah, after this year, we'd want to have you come back.
Okay.
And to at least talk about what happened.
All right.
So where do you see yourself in a year?
In a year, I see myself running a vintage shoe shop, doing half shoes, half hype clothes with my brand.
Hell yeah.
And boom, messing up Minneapolis. Fucking it up, to be honest, my fault. Fucking up Minneapolis.
There we go.
You feel me?
That's all I got.
Yeah.
This has been an amazing interview. I'm not going to lie to you. This is actually, I feel like there's a lot of people that have ideas, but don't capitalize on it. And there's a lot of people who think that it's either get a degree or start your idea. So the fact that you got the degree and you told your mom that you got 2 years, yo, give me these 2 years, and I swear to God, I might just go back.
You feel me?
That in itself is powerful, because man, I'm all for getting your degree. So thank you so much for at least getting your degree. But like, inshallah, bro, this year we're gonna wish you the best. You got anything else? Your camera's off.